Well, Wally here. Guys, I was all set up today to do something for you, for Stephen Buckley. Stephen, thank you very much for your suggestion on the woodshed. It was a perfect idea. It is something that I had considered, but you just nailed it home for me. So what I'm going to do, guys, I've got a step ladder. I'm going to screw a batten or a piece of wood running that way on top in the middle to stop a little bit of lift that's coming on the roof shelter. The roof. But I got all my stuff together, Stephen. Went to open the shed. Then I remembered, with all the messing about yesterday in getting Siobhan's car sorted, I clipped the shed keys to her keys, and she has gone to work with my keys to the shed. No chainsaw, no drill, no nothing. None of the fun stuff, except for the Hultifer brothers. Stay tuned. So there I was, all set to fall off the roof for you guys in some sort of amazing comic moment, but that's not gonna happen. So, still split wood. So what I have, guys, is I just have a little bit of tiny bit of softwood just there, but I also have some of the beech left over, or some of the beech from what I cut yesterday. Now let's just have a look at what we got up to yesterday. So that's the damage you can see so far. So many noodles, guys. So many noodles. What if you guys have any suggestions on what to do with the noodles? I have so many of them. Normally I give them away to people who have pets and stuff, you know, like ferrets and chickens and stuff like that, but nobody seems to want them these days. I might get on to somebody today. Anyway, so listen, I put a video up this morning, put a video up yesterday about splitting wood, a couple of videos about splitting wood. Guys, splitting that softwood, that piney stuff, you know, the larch and the what do you call the other stuff? The Douglas fir and stuff like that, and how difficult it is, okay? So this is a wee small piece. That's softwood. Bit easier. This will all go for the mama. Get the mama. There's so much sap in it. Good source of fat wood. Ooh. And I was going to sharpen my axe today, but I don't think I have anything. I think it's all in the shed. Okay. Right, let's get into this stuff. So that's about 10-12 inches. This will go for mommy's stove. Probably with something like this. Might work, might not. That's where the tire comes in handy. Just like Captain America. Now, this one, lovely big knot in it there. An old branch. See that? You see the difference? You see the difference? Lovely straight grain beech. No mucking about. You could probably split it with a normal axe quite easy, as opposed to the get off there, you. So something like this, can you guys see that? No. So something like this, right? A nice crotch piece. It's got a big split in it there, so I'm just going to lay it flat. I shall be able to split the rest of it. Why? Listen, it'll fit in my fire. Can't fit in Mommy's. Now, this one might be a different story, because it's actually a crotch piece as well. See what I mean? See the bounce? And there's our branch. Bit of an unintentional buck and flick there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should look up Buck and Billy Ray on YouTube. Ooh. Look at that. Look. Look at the grain. Now, guys, a common thing, let's just address a bit of a common comment I get when I'm splitting wood with the saw. Okay, like I did in yesterday's video. Right, so most common comment: sharpen your saw, man. Okay, so when you're making noodles and you're cutting lengthways, right, and it's turning out those big long chips that we call the noodles, right? As soon as you get into the different grain where the wood has changed grain, like a branch piece or something like that, the grain has changed, so the noodles change. So sometimes you'll see dust come out because you're cutting. Sometimes you're nearly cutting straight down into the grain, so the dust is of different size compared to cross cutting, where you're breaking the cells in a different way. So that's all you're doing, guys, is you're breaking the cells and you're cutting the cells on the inside of the log. Okay, so that's why you get noodles when you cut this way. It's because the cells run this way. Okay, that's why you get chips when you cut it this way. Okay, make sense, right? So that's why sometimes on chainsaw videos it looks like the saw is not sharp. See what I'm saying here? Oh, doesn't go in there. It's for me. So I'm going to finish off with this. Knot. No knot. Okay, so this is where I want to start, right in the middle of the no knots. No knots. Will it work? Probably not. Probably not. See what I did there? Comic genius, eh? Not too shabby. And it holds on to the axe. Oh! I thought I was going to make it that time. Nope, that'll do. Now, another comment that people make is about my chopping block. Okay, I actually have a selection of chopping blocks depending on what I am chopping at the time. Big stuff goes on here, split it in half, lift it up here, bang bang bang. Okay, so guys, people say your chopping block is not level. Okay, so unless you are splitting wood that has been cut by some sort of wood cutting machine, are your rounds completely parallel, you know? So I like having it a little bit tilted, lets the water run off as well, and it means that you can just sort of arrange your rounds as you're splitting them to get them as level as possible on top where the axe is meeting it. Okay? Make sense? No? No? Yes? No? Well, you're a lunatic. But sure, we know one is a lunatic. Now, for example, let's look at that. Oh, it's a big boy. It's a big boy. That's probably one I should have split with the saw yesterday, you know. Should we give her a whack, see what happens? Okay. It's really hard to see what's going on here, sorry. That was just a wee tester. Oh, it's a big one. But it's going. It's not working for me that way. It's easier for me to move around, but I don't want to be in front of the camera. Next one. Oh. Right, so I've split it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the smaller chunks to here. Right, so it's warm again. It's warm again, guys. I like splitting wood. It's good fun. It's good for the soul. Stay frosty. You beautiful animal.